Law of sines. After watching this video, I will be able to apply the law of sines to find the missing side length. So the law of sines is another type of theorem that we can use to find missing information of a triangle. What makes this different is that we can use the law of sines for any triangle. It does not have to be a right triangle. SOHCAHTOA, or the trigonometric ratios, what we were talking about previously, only works for right triangles. The reason why we don't always use law of sines is because you need more information. So SOHCAHTOA and your trigonometric ratios may be more useful when you have little information about a triangle, but it only works for right triangles. So in order to use the law of sines, you need to understand what your side lengths and your opposite angles relationship. So if we are talking about angle B, remember angles always uses capital letters. The side that's opposite of that angle is its opposite side, and it's also said to be B, but this time it's lowercase. So if we're talking about angle C, the opposite side will also be side C, and if we're talking about angle A, the opposite side will also be known as side A. So our law of sines has the sine of your angle over the side of your side equal to the sine of another angle over its opposite side. So here we want to find side BC, and I'm just going to make that my unknown, my x. Its corresponding angle, its opposite of the side, so that would be angle 15. And then I'm going to take this other angle, angle C, and I am going to find its opposite side, which is this side in green. So now I'm going to set up my information. I'm going to say sine of 137 over its corresponding side, 29. And it has to equal sine of your angle, which is 15, over its corresponding side, which is x. At this point, you're going back to Algebra 1 to solve for x. So because we have two fractions, we are going to cross multiply. So cross multiply top of one side, bottom of another. We are multiplying, so x times sine of 137. This has to equal, cross multiply again, so 29 times the sine of 115. We want to get x by itself because we are multiplying x times something. The inverse will be to divide by that something. And what you do on one side, you do on the other. So that means sine 137 over sine of 137 cancels out. At this point, I would go to my calculator to plug in my numbers. So at this point, I plug in 29 times sine of 15 over sine of 137. Make sure you are in degree mode, and I would get 11.005. If I am rounding to the nearest tenth, I would get to 11. So x is equal to 11.0, or just 11. So now you try find the missing side length. So first, I'm going to identify my angles and their opposite sides. So I am matching up my colors. My red angle goes with my red side, my blue angle with my blue side, and my green angle with my green side. This one is a little different than the previous example because I do not have an angle and its corresponding side, but I can find it. So if I am trying to find BC, I am trying to find that red side. So I need that information. So sine of 23 over x. Now I can't use the 121 because I do not know how much my green side measures. So I need to find the measurements of this blue angle right here so that I can use the 24. And I can do that because I remember that all three angles of a triangle add up to equal 180 degrees. So angle B is actually equal to 36 degrees. So I'm going to set up that sine 36 over 24. And now I'm going to cross multiply. So I end up with 24 times the sine of 23 equal to x times the sine of 23. I isolate my variable x by dividing by sine of 36. And at that point, I would go to my calculator to find the answer. Make sure you are in degree mode. So you end up with x equal to 15.9 approximately. And judging by my answers, the correct answer would be A.